Hi everyone, my name is Leslie Fontenot. I'm here with my future father-in-law, Mr. Jeff Regan. And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about aging, what it entails, and how Mr. Jeff feels about aging.
Okay.
I want to inform him that this video is going to be posted online to YouTube. So are you okay with that?
Absolutely.
That's good. Alrighty. First, Mr. Jeff, I'd like to ask you how old are you?
55 years old.
55
I'll be
years old.
56 in October.
Okay, let's start with the first question. What do you consider to be old age and why?
I think the average human life is supposed to be 120 years of age. Most people don't make 120 years of age because they die of earlier causes before they reach 120. I would think that the average age for a male today is probably about 80 years old. For me, I hope to make it past 100. So
That's awesome.
absolutely.
I hope you do. Alrighty, transitioning a little bit. What types of things are you doing now to live a healthy lifestyle?
I watch what I eat. I'm on a diet except for the last couple of weeks here with the July 4th holiday and so forth. I'm pretty regimented throughout the year. I do a what I call a diet. It's actually an annual diet. It starts January 2nd because I eat on January the 1st, New Year's Day, and it goes throughout the year. So the first quarter of the year, all the way up till Easter, and I do use religious holidays for my diets primarily. I will diet and lose weight all the way up till Easter. That way that kind of prepares me for being lean through the summertime. I try to maintain that during the summertime. Then football season comes around, especially college football, and we have a few beers and gumbos and a lot of different foods.
All that good
and
stuff.
I tend to put back on what I lost in the early springtime, and then usually I'm putting on a couple pounds back at the end of the year, and I start the cycle over again January 2nd. So that's
Better than
generally
me.
how I maintain my diet, and I have been maintaining the same weight probably for the last 20 years.
That's
Doing it that way.
impressive.
It's getting tougher each year,
Mm-hmm.
but that's what I'm doing today.
Very good. Alrighty, what do you think you should do in your future years, etc., to live a healthier life?
What I should do,
Yeah, I think you got it pretty good though.
as I age, and as we all age, and of course that's what we want to do is age, and I don't want to die prematurely. As you age, it gets tougher and tougher to maintain your body weight with the same amount of calories being taken in or food consumption being taken in. So with that, I either have to increase my exercise, aerobic exercise especially, to burn off the calories, or I have to consume or take in less calories. And that's tough for me because I love to eat, especially down here in South Louisiana, with all the abundance of foods and everything else that we have here. So I'm trying to do both, exercise a little bit more, moderately, and at the same time I'm trying to eat a little bit less. But I think in the future, as I go forward, I'm going to have to eat less food as I age, especially in my 60s and 70s and 80s. And that's what I'm going to have to plan to do. And to do that, I just need to be busier during the daytime or continue to have a busy lifestyle. And I do have a busy lifestyle now, but it's continue that when I'm in my 60s and 70s, and even 80s or 90s, you know.
So just staying active and
Absolutely.
maybe eating a little bit less.
Eating a whole lot less. You live longer by eating less food, by the way, as well. So especially women live longer than men, and I think that's for a number of reasons, but women typically eat less food than men do, and women live well past the age of men on the whole.
Alrighty. How old do you expect to live and why?
Expect and wants is two different things.
Give me both.
By God's grace, by my inheritance, genes that I inherited, I would expect to live to approximately 90 years of age. I would hope that I'd live past 100, 101, 102 would be tickling me to death. I saw a gentleman yesterday in my travels up in Chicago. We had a business meeting, and the gentleman was in the sales meeting, and he had a cane. He didn't look that old to me. He was very well versed, had a lot of excellent questions in the meeting, and he left right after lunch, and somebody said, "Do you know how old that man was?" I said, "I have no idea." I said he was 97 years old.
Wow.
And I could not believe it. So I'd love to be like that man at 97 years
That's
old.
awesome.
So, very much.
Sound like you're on the right track then.
Hope so.
Alrighty. On average, how old have members of your family lived?
Both my parents are living today. My mom does have dementia, and she is 82 years old. My dad is 83 years old. So that's something I have concerns with, and that's part of the genes that I mentioned earlier that I've inherited. So both of them are still living. I don't know how much longer they'll live. I'm hoping quite a few more years, but I would probably say that my family members or former family members are living in the mid-80s today.
What kind of sicknesses other than dementia, if any, have your family members
Generally
experienced?
heart and or cancer, heart diseases or cancer.
It's like two of the
And
most
heart would be
popular, right?
diabetes, and
Mhm.
I'm sorry, what?
Those are two of the most popular.
Oh, well,
I
it's
think.
there's two of the diseases that seem to be prominent, at least on my family side, both on my mother's side and my dad's side. It's either cancer and or heart diseases.
Okay. What types of activities do you see yourself doing in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s?
Activities, work. So that's part of my life's, duties is that as I have a career, and that takes up a portion of my time. As most of us that work, it takes up a portion of their time. I also say that everybody has what we call free time, and that's the time that you have after work. And then that's work that's included around the house. There's duties around the house that you have, and work and so forth. And that free time that you have, I spend usually taking various trips, hiking trips, which I love to do, either fishing, boating, hiking. I'm very active in my 20s, 30s, and 40s. I'm starting to slow down a little bit and enjoy what I have around my surroundings here in Louisiana. But I live an active outdoor lifestyle in my free time that I have. Everybody is given 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 12 months out of the year. Is how we take that free time that we have and we use it wisely. And I just try to get the most I can out of the free time that I have today. And certainly that's with my family as much as I can as well. So.
That's awesome. Do you have any specific hikes that you're interested in doing in the future? Or?
About, I want to say it was about 8 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. I had read a book called The 7 Summits about two gentlemen that actually mountain climbed the 7 summits or the 7 continents throughout the world, and it's certainly something I do not want to do. It's too dangerous for me and it's too expensive for me to do. But what encouraged me from reading that book is that I like to hike, so I looked up online to find the top 10 hikes in the world. And there's a couple different websites that offer it, but they all come down to about the same top 10. And I'm challenging myself to meet those to hike those actual top 10 hikes, and I've accomplished 6 of them. There's 2 more. There's 2 in Australia, 1 in Africa, and I'm hoping to do the one in Nepal, which is Annapurna in 2016 or 2017.
Awesome. Hope you get to it.
Yep, we will.
Okay, last question. What do you wish you had done in your youth or when you were younger? Could be health, finance, education, anything.
I don't think I would have done anything different, to be honest with you. I think everybody, I tell people as they go through life, they'll reach branches, or the road will divide into 1 or 2 or 3 different branches. And some branches may be good that you take, or roads that you take, and some may not be as good. But for the branches that I've taken, some were not so good, some were excellent. I think they've all come around to a really nice ending. I mean, I hope we don't have a whole lot more branches to go, because I think I'm on a steady path today. But I wouldn't do anything too much differently than what I've done in the past. I'm very fortunate where I'm at today. I have a wonderful family, a wonderful job, and career. So I'm blessed and happy where I'm at today.
That's awesome.
I gripe about it sometimes.
That's normal. Everybody does it.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think that's about it. Thank
Okay.
you, Mr. Jeff, for
You're
sharing
welcome.
your insight and your opinions.
You're welcome.
It's very much appreciated.
It was fun. Thanks.
Thank you.